Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, beautiful people. Welcome to a brief conversation with myself and my colleague, my partner, Andrew Snorton. We're going to just have a jazzy conversation. So, good evening, Andrew.
Hey, good evening, Shenita, and to everybody that's viewing live or when you replay this. I hope everyone's having a good day, a good week, and you are looking forward to a welcome breather this weekend, given all that's been taking place over the last few days.
Yes, indeed. I was thinking about the strike. They just called it off. I'm like, thank you, Jesus.
Look at
they,
here.
they postponed that until January 15th, I think I saw. Like, yeah, because all the
Yeah,
tissue is gone everywhere you go. The tissue is
look,
everybody has bought up all the water.
not only the strike, but a moment thinking back this time last week with the hurricane, and of course, our prayer,
Yes.
condolences,
Mm,
and encouragement to people that
yes.
severely impacted. I know for us,
Yes.
we're very fortunate that because of the shift that we just got the rain and high winds, but we're aware different parts of the metro area, different parts of the region, there was flooding involved. Some people are still without
Yes.
power. What was really surprising was up in Asheville, North Carolina, which is hours away from the coast, with the
Mm-hmm.
water issues going on there. So we definitely want to, if there's people that are watching that are directly or indirectly impacted because they have a family member, friend, loved one, we definitely want to send a word of encouragement out to them and
Yes.
hope for a swift and sound recovery. And the same with
Yes.
that happened this past Sunday in Conyers with the chemical issue, and there's still shelter in place and on again, off again. I know we kid around saying, the direction of the wind, but
Yes.
really that's what it is. So we hope that, if there's people that are watching that are going through it, there are people that care. There are people that want to see you get through it successfully. And hopefully, with what's taking place on Sunday, is a welcome breather and a pause for people so they can kind of reboot, reset, still have fun, still have a give back component to some great young people in our high schools, and
Yes.
just keep it moving in as positive and powerful a manner as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I am so looking forward to sitting back and just relaxing and enjoying the beautiful sounds of smooth jazz music. And with that being said, how about we have the incredible Gino Rosaria joining us this evening? His schedule has been super busy. He's been working, traveling, and he is going to grace the stage on Sunday and share his gifts and talents with us for an elegant evening of jazz. So why don't we just welcome him in right now, Andrew? What you say?
Hey, that sounds like a good welcome breather if you ask me. So let's go ahead and make it happen.
We just welcome him. Hello, Gino.
Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody.
Good
Hey,
evening to you. We are so excited that we could carve in a little bit of your time this evening because we know how busy you are, and we're super excited. And look, Andrew, did you check out that T-shirt? Those keys?
I tell you,
Yep. Gotta
no,
represent.
look at
I
here.
love it.
If you didn't know you were talking with an artist, the keys, that's the key, it gives it away. I mean, how many people can credibly rock a
The
piano,
keys.
but then again, so it's like it all makes sense. It all
It
makes
makes sense. Yes, it
Yep.
does. So, Gino, would you just introduce yourself to the audience? Tell them who you are, where you're from, where you live, all of that good stuff.
Sure. Um, my name is Gino Rosaria, and I am a pianist. And I'm originally from Curacao, which is a tiny island in the Caribbean. And but I came to the U.S. when I was 18, and I've been here ever since. And I live in Pensacola, Florida now. I'm a Florida boy, and yeah, I love me some Florida. And weather is perfect right now here in Florida. And so, yeah, I've been playing music almost all my life. And about 5 years ago, I stepped out as a solo artist, started doing my own shows, my own music. releasing my own music, and it's been a great journey ever since. No complaints. I've been loving it, and now I'm looking forward to coming to Atlanta and doing a show for you guys.
Yes, I am so excited. I had a chance to hear you last summer at the Gulf Coast Jazz Festival,
Hmm.
and we, made contact, etc. And just watching you, do your thing virtually, of course, has been wonderful. In addition to seeing you live last summer, so I
Right.
cannot wait until people get a taste of your gift because it truly is a gift.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing in that venue. I've seen the pictures. It looks gorgeous. It looks like the acoustics are amazing. So I am looking forward to coming to do a show there.
Yes, you just hit the nail on the head because when I asked a friend of mine if he had the opportunity to host a jazz concert in 2022, where would it be? He said, hands down, Spivey Hall, because the acoustics there is amazing. So
Hmm.
I'm excited. It is definitely top of the line facility.
Hmm.
And so we are gracious that they agreed to partner with me 2 years in a row. And I look forward to continuing the relationship with them in years to come.
Yeah. In
So,
fact,
how
when
did
I
you end
posted
up?
on my, sorry, go ahead.
No, no, no. Finish your thought.
Oh, I was just saying, when I posted on my social media that I was playing at the Spivey Hall, there were a few people commented that it's such an honor that you get to play at the Spivey Hall. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes, 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 yes. Some of the, and you'll be able to see when you go backstage all the amazing artists over the years that have played there. So you'll be able to see their pictures on the wall.
Hmm.
So that's going to be exciting. You probably know some of them, like, oh, I remember him when I was in middle school, or I remember, yeah. So that should be exciting for you to see.
Yeah.
So tell us, how did you get to Pensacola from Carousel?
Okay, so originally I wanted to go to Texas. I wanted to go to university there, but it was way outside of my budget. So somebody recommended a little private college here in Pensacola to me that was very affordable, but they had very good education. And so that's how I ended up here in Pensacola and went to college here and went to college for 6 years, got my master's in music, classical music. And so, yeah, my when I first got into jazz as a teenager, the very first artist I was exposed to was Oscar Peterson. And I fell in love with his playing. So I was studying him a lot and I reading up on his history. And I saw that he had a classical background as well. So when I came to the US, I did my master's in classical music just so I can get that virtuosity and the technique and the expression, all of those that you can learn from classical music and bring them over into my jazz playing. So yeah, graduated college, been here ever since.
Wow.
Mhm.
I think about when you said that classically trained, you know who else was classically trained? Kim Scott.
Oh yeah, yep. Hmm. So
And you
was.
can see it in her performances. You can see the classical side when she's
Hmm.
performing.
Yep.
She infused it in.
Hmm.
Did that
Yep.
stand out to you, Andrew?
Yeah, definitely. And one of the things I think is great, and Gino, and I'm sure you've heard this, people hear piano and they just think classical. How
Hmm.
are you able to infuse not only your music training, your music background, other artists who influence to come up with carving out your niche within the larger uh, view of smooth jazz?
Well, I have what's different about me, I would say, is first of all where I come from. There's no other artist in smooth jazz right now that's from Curacao. So naturally, my background is different because Curacao is a very diverse island. We're an infusion of a bunch of cultures. So naturally, I also learn a bunch of music from all these cultures. So it's in my blood. And then I come to the US and I learn the classical side and I learn the jazz side. And I put all these together, then I have my own taste of playing that really nobody else can reproduce because nobody else is me. Nobody else grew up where I grew up. Nobody else, everybody's different, but I have, and that's nice. That's nice thing about it is that because everybody's different, I'm also different, and I have my own thing that nobody else has. So, and I think that's been very beneficial to me in smooth jazz. And, like I said, started 5 years ago and it's been going great.
I love that how you infuse the Caribbean flavor with the American flavor, the smooth jazz flavor, the
Hmm.
classical.
Yep.
I love that you said I'm different, I'm unique, because we all are unique in our own ways. And I love that you embrace that, because I certainly embrace mine. Nobody can be a Shenita, nobody can be an Andrew but us.
Hmm.
And so I love that we are unique and we bring to the table such a variety of music, even if
Right.
it's not lyrics, our
Right.
life, our rhythm. I love that.
Hmm. Yep. Yep.
So
Exactly.
I know that you've traveled a lot, and I've looked at some of the comments on your Facebook post. And so people know you all over,
I've
you
I've
know?
put in that work. I've definitely
Yeah.
put in that work, and yeah.
Yeah. I was just looking at some of the comments. I'm like, this is a very talented young man. And so I think that people will be excited and they will be grateful that they purchased the ticket and that they're sitting in the audience. As a matter of fact, this is one of our homegirls. We grew up together. Robin is from Pensacola, Florida. We grew up in elementary all the way through school. And so she will be there in the VIP section on Sunday. She's excited
Okay.
as well. So you'll get to meet her in the
All right.
VIP.
Thank you, Robin.
Yes. So Andrew.
Yeah, and I think what's great is like you're saying, Gino, it's like there's there's only one you, and you're able
Hmm.
to bring all these different influences and styles together. Share with us, and everybody says like to varying degrees, like when you're recording, the recording studio is part of your sanctuary or
Hmm.
stage. Just describe to us like, the mood, the energy when you're able to perform live. How does it feel to be able to be immersed with the audience, draw those connections? Not only does that give you like a little added rush, like, wow, there's people that are here, let me go ahead and maybe dive in or improvise or things along those lines. Like, walk us through some of those creative processes and that creative energy.
Even though I've been doing this for a little bit now, it never gets old to see people actually come out to the show because even though I know I have something good to bring to the stage, I still get on the stage and be like, wow, I can't believe they came out to see, they took time to actually come and see me. Like I don't take that for granted and I'm super grateful for it. Um, because I know everybody could be somewhere else. Everybody has their own lives. Lives gets harder every year. But people take time to come to these shows and support us. And I don't take that for granted at all. Really, really appreciate it. And if people don't come out to the shows, then we can't have a show, you know? So that excitement, shows through my playing. And it's even better when you can see the audience responses. Sometimes the lights are really bright in your eyes. It's hard to see the audience. And but it's even better when you can see them. You can see how they react to your music and just how your music moves them. It affects the way you play, and it's and the nice thing about jazz is just being able to create on the spot. Yeah, these songs we've written them, we've recorded them, but then you always get to the part of the song where it's improvised, and you just never know what's going to happen that day. And a part of what's going to happen comes from the crowd. It feeds off the crowd, and it's actually like we're having a conversation with the crowd. So I love it. It's a beautiful creative process, and you can never duplicate it. You might do something amazing I might do something amazing this Sunday night, and then I go home and like, man, that was amazing. And I hope somebody caught it on camera because I don't know what I did, but it was amazing.
Well, we would definitely have the opportunity to be captured on video, pictures. So it's going to be amazing. I was just reflecting, Andrew and Gino, on last year. I was watching a video and it could not have been a more perfect show. And when you talked about humility, I was thinking about how every one of the artists last year were very humble. You could tell by their posture
Mhm.
and their responses to the people. So I just think that people really are drawn to people who are not full of themselves and arrogant and, you know, cocky. So I
Right.
appreciate your humbleness and your posture of gratefulness because
Hmm.
that matters to a lot of people.
Well, that's important. A lot of us in the smooth jazz scene, it's a very small scene, and it can be hard to get in, but once you get in, it's like a small family. And a lot of us really don't have time for egos and none of that. We just come to play music because we love it. Most jazz musicians don't play music for the money. We play it because we love it.
Hmm.
So if you bring the egos and all of that, we're not here for that. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What drew you to jazz? Was it an artist that I know you moved to the US when you were 18, but what drew you to jazz?
Well, funny story. I think I was about 15. I was learning piano, so I was learning a bunch of different styles, mostly classical. And my teacher back home, who had studied at Berklee College of Music, he gave me a cassette tape one day, and he said, "I want you to go home and listen to this, and then come back and tell me what you think." It was a cassette tape of Oscar Peterson. And I took it home, listened to it, the whole tape, both sides, and I came back the next day and I said, "You can have it back. I don't like it." Because I didn't get it. I was like, this guy's obviously talented, but he's playing a bunch of notes, but it's just so random.
Mhm.
And he said, "No, no, no. I want you to go take it home again. I want you to keep it for a week. And if after a week you still don't like it, we'll move on." So I went home and then I listened to it every night. And then every night something else started making sense. And then by the end of the week, I was in love with it. I was like, it makes sense to me now. I loved it. So,
Wow.
and the funny thing is, up to this day, I still have that cassette tape. It's sitting right there. I never gave it back to my teacher.
I love it. He sold you on it.
Yep, yep. I bought a little vinyl player that came with a cassette player in it just so I can play that cassette tape. I still
I
play it.
love it. I
Yeah,
love it. That
yeah.
is
So
amazing.
yeah,
That
so
is
that's
amazing.
how I got into it. And then he started teaching me jazz because his degree was in both classical and jazz. He did a double major, so he started teaching me jazz. So that's how I got into it.
Wow. So Robin would like to know who is one of your favorite artists, and I'm not sure if it was the person you were just saying.
The very first person I fell in love with the music was definitely Oscar Peterson. And then I started listening to Art Tatum, and then Miles, and then Charlie, and then started listening to some more contemporary music, like Foreplay and
Hmm.
Chick Corea and all of
Hmm.
those, Michelle Camilo. So I have a pretty long list of artists that I like to listen to now.
And it's amazing because now you get to play with some of those artists, right?
hmm It's crazy because some of these artists that I used to, in fact, I don't know if you, there was a time when I was a teenager, we used to get these music channels, but for us, it was just a black channel. And you
Hmm.
just hear music. And there's a jazz channel, there's a rock channel, all of those, but it's just black and you just hear music. So you don't know who the artist is. You don't know anything about the music, you just hear it. And back then, we didn't have Shazam and all that, where you can just Shazam it and see who the artist is.
Right.
So I used to connect my boombox to my TV and record this music. And I still have those too. And and it's funny. And then years later, when technology got much more advanced, I started shazamming this music. Let me see who these people are that I were listening to. And then it turned out to be Gerald Albright, um,
Wow.
yeah, Bob James, and those people. And then I actually got to meet all of them and even play with some of them. And it was like, man, I can't believe I used to listen to you on the TV when I was 15, and I had no idea it was you.
Wow. And
Yeah,
now, wow, that's amazing.
yeah.
And look at this. Look, D Lucas jumped on and said, Gino.
What's up, D?
So D is one of your close partners in music. You were
We've
just
done a
here
lot
for
of,
his album release, right? About a week or so
yes.
ago.
About 2 weeks ago, Dee released his album. Yeah, we had a
Hmm.
had a great show at St. James Live.
St. James Live, yes.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
am so excited that you have worked with Dee Lucas and you have worked with Lori Williams.
Hmm. Oh yeah, Lori as
Isn't
well.
that amazing? And so it's going to be really nice to I know, I probably shouldn't say this, but Dee is going to come back and be a part of the finale. So I'm super excited to have him grace the stage with all of you all on Sunday for a tribute to Frankie Beverly. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Dee and I have been playing together for several years now, and yeah, we know each other's playing very well, and we get along very well on the stage. We got good chemistry, so yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Yes, I'm so excited. I don't know what to do.
And this is an event for your birthday, correct?
Well, pre-birthday. So this is 2.0. So I decided this year as I was approaching 60 that I needed to focus on 6 strengths that I have. And everything that I do has to have a lot of meaning. And so I chose strengths with the letter S. And so my first strength is selfless. I'm a very selfless person. And so October 1st, we kicked off the month or the celebrations with a Zoom gathering. And I wanted to make it virtual because I wanted people all over the world to be able to jump on. Just didn't want people in the city. So I wanted to make it virtual. And that was my way of being selfless. Selfless 2.0 is the jazz concert. And so, it's been a huge sacrifice for the sake of others to enjoy this wonderful experience year 2. So, yes, it is a prelude to my birthday on October 16th. So I'm excited.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
awesome.
Yes. So I appreciate that.
So October 16th doesn't mean you're coming back for Summerfest this year? Okay.
I'll be back in Pensacola on the 17th. I think I'll fly in on the 17th.
Okay.
That
I'll be
Thursday
playing.
evening. So I am so excited. I'll be there until that Monday. So I'll fly in that Thursday night and I'll fly back home on that Monday. So I cannot wait to hang out in the cola.
Well, the weather's getting nice down here, so it's perfect timing.
Yes, I'm so excited. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Andrew?
Yeah, and definitely speaking of perfect timing, kind of, bringing it back, the Sunday is the perfect timing for people to get out, to enjoy not only this type of engaging conversation, but just the engaging artistry of all the artists. And we don't want people to forget about this coming Sunday, October 6th. You definitely want to be there. It was great being a part of the inaugural event last year. 3 quality artists, just a great setting, a great venue, as we've talked about before. But even nicer than that, it's a great cause that's being supported because
Yes.
last donation was provided to one of the Clayton County High Schools jazz.
Martha? The Martha Stillwell?
Exactly, the Martha Stillwell School. And then we got a chance to actually go
Yes.
and to see the next generation of smooth jazz or just people in the field was truly amazing.
Yes.
This year, correct me if I'm wrong, it'll be Mount Zion High School, who has another high quality high school ensemble. So when people get your tickets, please, we don't want you to just watch, like, and share this live stream. We want you
Get
to
the ticket.
person. So you got to make sure to go to the website of spiveyhall.org, then click on the menu for an elegant evening of jazz. Go ahead and get your tickets. There's a reception, a general meet and greet prior to the actual concert. And then for the VIPs, I don't know if there's still VIP slots, but you got to go on the website to check it out. There's a
Yes.
VIP reception, then a general welcome. The Mount Zion High School Jazz Ensemble will go ahead and do a great performance and great piece. And then we're going to roll right in at 5 o'clock, with just great people across the board. Morris of the host of Morris in the Morning from 91.9 WCLK is going to be there bringing his brand of artistry and love for the genre. We've got, a great comedian on board to just kind of lighten it up a little bit because we want people to still be relaxed and have fun. Three great artists who are just dedicated to the craft and dedicated to the craft and the art form growing. So when you're in that type of environment and you already have those good vibes, in order to make them even greater vibes, that's where you who are sitting here watching and liking, hey, get your coins up, go ahead and go to spiveyhall.org. Go ahead and, I hustled to the barber today, but you have time tomorrow and Saturday. Get a nice
Yes.
jacket, nice slacks, and just bring a positive energy and spirit, just like you're seeing here with Gino, like you're seeing here with Dr. Shenita. As the clock is ringing, I'm going to pause that for a moment.
And so I'm truly excited. And as Andrew said, please get your tickets, like and share the post, but invite other people because, I truly believe sharing is caring. And we don't want someone to say, well, I wish I knew, or why didn't you tell me that it was happening? No, invite your friends. Tell them about the event. Tell them that it not only supports widows and widowers, but we support high school students in their form of art, which happens to be jazz. And so they will have an opportunity to perform in the audience, in the lobby before the concert begins. And we are going to make our financial donation to this high school at the top of the program on Sunday afternoon. And I'm so excited. I could just scream to the top of my lungs, but I won't.
One, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, in regards to making this a must attend this weekend, we have to give an acknowledgement to Access Atlanta. Look, if they put
Yes.
the to-do list for this weekend, you're grown. I can't technically tell you what to do, but I will strongly encourage and strongly motivate you to go ahead and go again, spiveyhall.org. Click on the menu for an elegant evening of jazz. You get a chance to engage, interact with great artists and great people like Gino. You get a chance to go ahead and see and meet and connect with the high school ensemble and program that we're supporting. Just bring your business cards and just bring a great attitude, because you never know during that reception time, during the intermission time, who you might meet and the relationships you can build, constructively and otherwise. And of course, like we've all said, if you haven't been to Spivey Hall before, it is a top-notch venue. It is a top-notch spot right there on the campus of Clayton State University, right there, almost in the heart of Clayton County. So if you're in Henry County, if you're in Rockdale, if you're in Fulton, if you're in Coweta, even further out the way, Cobb, Gwinnett, make your way out here. And if you can't make your way directly, hey, feel free, if you know someone that needs a nice time, hey, donate a ticket.
Absolutely.
So please make sure, as you've heard before, to like, share, repost, go ahead and go on the site, get yourself together, and come on out for this coming Sunday.
Yes. And we also want to share that once the concert is over, we're going to celebrate for a couple of hours with one of our very own Pensacola sisters who reside in Atlanta with her business partner. And they just opened up their establishment called Champagne Problems. And so we're going to pop a bottle of champagne and enjoy celebrating a wonderful evening of jazz in an elegant way with Gino, Lori Williams, Trey Daniels, and of course, our surprise artist coming back again this year, D. Lucas. So I am truly excited. And Gino, if you want to have a closing comment, we would love for you to do that.
I am just looking forward to coming to do this show. I really am. I cannot wait to play in this venue. And I love that this is going to go to support a good cause. So I definitely want to encourage everybody to get your tickets. Not only are you going to have a good time, but you're also supporting a good cause for your community. And spread the word, share this with your friends on your social media. Let's get as many people as we can in the building. We're going to bring a great show. Me, Lori, Trey, D. I promise you it's going to be amazing. You're not going to be disappointed. So tell somebody, tell a friend, bring a friend, and you're going to have a great night. We promise you that.
Yes. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a
That's
friend.
right. That's right. Tell your friend, tell your enemies, tell everybody. We don't care.
Tell
Right now.
everybody. Everybody.
Yeah.
You get a ticket, you get a ticket, and you get a ticket.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And if you can't
Yeah.
come, as Andrew said, Donate a ticket. We've had so many of my friends donate tickets to my widow sisters who are less fortunate than others. I'm so grateful to have blessed some couples to attend complimentary. And this year, the students from the ensemble will attend the entire show. Now that is exciting.
That's awesome.
Yes. So under the leadership of Terrell Mitchell at Mount Zion High School here in Clayton County Public Schools, that is, we thank you. And we look forward to seeing all of you all on Sunday. Doors open at 4. Concert starts at 5. If you have a VIP ticket, the reception starts at 3 p.m. with food and drinks. So we look forward to seeing everyone all dressed up, no jeans, no tennis shoes, but all dressed up for an elegant evening of jazz. Thank you, Gino, again for your time. I know you're busy. We appreciate you. Safe travels to the city, to the Peach State, and we look forward to accommodating you while you're here.
It's my
Andrew?
pleasure. Thank you
Yes.
so much for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Andrew, as always, thank you for being my partner in crime.
Hey, I appreciate it. And again, look, events like these, to get a chance to connect with great artists, great people, I mean, that's a great combination. And we're all looking forward to not Saturday, all looking forward to Sunday. And of course, we look forward to seeing all of you this coming Sunday.
Yes. You guys have a great evening. Gino, Andrew, I'll be right with you. Hold tight.
Good evening.
Thank you all for watching.